Good morning, everyone. Well, actually, I was traveling from a place to another, so it's kind of like difficult for me to post any videos. I'm still on my bed. I'm in Libya in the right moment. Just gonna spend like a couple hours and then go back to Morocco, was in Tunisia and other places. So, anyway, I just highlighted some trades because I didn't took any trade for the last 2 days, and I highlighted some like five trades with a break of the trend line and the two-legged move to a retest, and I'm gonna show it to you. So like live examples, and it's actually like it's trades that I took myself back in 9 of March, so the 9th of March. So that's it, yeah. So let's get in. So that was like some setups that I myself took. And as you can see, so price actually went down. So prices came from a high place and reaches to a strong support area. This is like a very strong support area, 6,580. And when prices reaches this place, it's actually like seem to be reacting so good, and it's a failed break lower. So this is your first signal bar. Like this one is like an engulfing this is an engulfing bar, as you can see it. This one, this is an engulfing, and then if you paid attention, it looks like a failed second entry short at the same time, and it's right here. So you can see this one. It's the first entry short, and then we have a pullback and a second entry and a failed second entry short, and it's also a second entry long right here. So this is a zero, first entry long, pullback, and a second entry long. And the most important things for me, why I entered right here, because as you can see, prices start making higher lows right here. So prices went right here and like a bullish engulfment, and it's a pin bar, and then made the pin bar with a higher low. That was my signal bar, and then I entered where this line is. So that was the first trade. So this one was a little bit trickier, and if you're like actually familiar with the price action rules, you would actually spot this one. So if you paid attention, there was like a stepper trend line. It's actually kind of valid. This is a stepper trend line, which we call it a stepper. As you can see it, it's actually prices came back, reacted right here, and reacted right here again. And if you actually like put the price still putting the trend line right here, you can still see prices reacting. So it's a valid stepper trend line. And when prices move up, there was the first breakout pullback, and we're having like first entry long and a pullback and a second entry long. Price failed break lower and reacted, and it's a breakout pullback to the EMA, and it was like your first entry. It was an easy scalp. Prices actually went like 2 point plus points. So sorry. And yeah, and no runners right here. So prices again decided to get back and retest the real trend line. There was like the second swing. There was the second swing. Even the EMA got a pullback, and then you can see it. There was the first of the count. There was the high. Then we're having like a first entry. There was the first entry long and pullback right here, and a second entry long, and prices went up. There was an easy scalp, and as you can see right here, no runners were safe, so you're gonna put second contract like break even +1, and that's it. Like no runners, unfortunately. So again, this is and this areas like these, like close to a strong support or resistance areas, I don't take any long or short trades. I mean, price is gonna reverse on you or something. So I waited for the prices until it get back and like make a pullback to the real trend. So we check if it's a valid trend, if it's not, if it's just like a second swing or something. So that was the first of the count. Then prices broke lower, having like another leg right here, as you can see it. It's another leg, but it's actually a failed break higher from a strong resistance area. And then we're having a second entry long immediately right, hold on, we're having a second entry long right here, so that was your entry. So I entered right here exactly. I entered myself right here. And yeah, it was an easy scalp and no runners here again. Unfortunately, prices pulled back and there was a valid trend for now. It's like obviously it's a valid trend. Prices get back, retest, get back, retest. And yeah, price actually started making again like higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs, and prices again failed to make a higher high, and it was like obviously it's gonna be a second entry. So we're having like a first entry long. There was a first entry long right here, and as you can see, the pullback was actually right here. We're having a pullback, and as you can see, this little bit line, this small line is a second entry, and it's like a valid, like you can see the lows, higher lows, another high low. So boom, I entered, and so your contract actually worth as much as a 15 point or something, if I still remember. I took like 15 points in this one. Oh, it's worth more, but I actually like took it. Yeah, 15 points still here. So, you know, when you actually like, there is a tip. There is a tip. A trillion stop loss. So let's say that this is your stop loss. Prices move, make like a pullback. There was a pullback. So prices again broke higher and then making a pullback, and boom, take you out. So I still remember it's a 15 points. So until the moment, obviously it was like a good and a valid trend line, but price actually went in a consistent. So prices were actually right here. And hold on, let me remove this stuff. So yeah, so prices actually was making some indecisions area. You can see it's a consolidation. Prices not even knowing where to go. So when you see prices in consolidation, prices like indecision, never take any trade, please. And you can see prices actually went higher. Boom, we have in the first break of the trend line. Prices again went back for a retest, and it failed. And here we were having some news. We were having some news right here. There was some news right here. And prices again move it and made, and there was the first with the count, by the way. There was the first with the count. There was the zero. There was the started. There was the first with the count, and prices went back again. And we were still expecting like a new retest to the new extreme, or a retest for the high. So prices went back again, made the first leg. There was the first entry long, as you can see it. Then boom, a pullback, and there was a second entry long. So even if the news is released, you can see prices are still valid. Prices are still so much valid right here. And here I entered myself, and it's a strong support area. So prices were in the zone, and boom, as you can see it, your price is worth so much, as much as you can see. Any runner were safe and worth as much as 100 points or something. So that was the end of the video. Just wanted to share some examples so you can have some insights. And before like to forget, there was like I'm actually like done for my book. It's like 117 pages. Like it's right here. It's just like some live examples and some things how to trade it. And it's actually like explained from. And it's, hold on, let me show you. So you can see it like it's from an introduction and copyright, everything, introduction, price action. So what does price action mean? So it's like a guide for you guys. So it's like a manual. Like you're gonna take this book and you're gonna read it, you're gonna put it in work, put it in a simulator, and it's gonna make sense at the end. That's all trading is all about. So thank you for watching, and if you like the videos, if you like the videos, leave a follow or subscribe on anything for YouTube or for my Instagram page, and that was it. If you have any question, I answer your DMs and emails. I answered some people that texted me on having some questions. I teach people for free. I don't have a Telegram channel. I don't have anything. And that was the end of the video. Wish you a good luck. Stay patient, stay disciplined, and it's gonna worth one day. It's gonna pay off. Trust me. Good luck.